Tonight we're honoring a man whose impact was just as great away from the court in the community of San Antonio as it was on the court during his 3 championship runs. During Bruce's 8 years in San Antonio, he was not only one of the best defenders that the Spurs organization has ever seen, but he's also one of the best defenders in NBA history. Bruce Bowens was our Bobby Jones. He was our Michael Cooper. He was a man to be feared. So many matchups, so many great stories. We have some of his former teammates are going to talk tonight about the impact that Bruce had. But I just want to say to Bruce, and I'm sure all of you are behind me when I say this, a bow tie? And I know Bruce now. He was trying to channel his inner James Bond, but you ended up with Mr. Potato Head. Yes, you did. And that was mine, that wasn't yours. But this is not a roast tonight. This is not a roast. We're here to honor Bruce Bowens. So let's get this underway right away. I get to introduce the man who's really responsible for 4 titles, Mr. Greg Popovich.
Such a special occasion. As Sean said, it's a tribute, not a roast. In some ways, a roast would be a whole lot more fun because we can tell some stories about Bruce, but we won't do that. As a coach, I can only say that I'm still amazed that somebody can play 500 games in a row, no matter what they do. Just think about how many NBA players would be willing to do what he did night after night for 500 games to guard the best perimeter player on the other team. Bruce Bowens. I felt good going into every game because I knew he would set a tone defensively. The team would react to that, and it ended up helping us while Bruce was here, win our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th championships. As Sean said, what makes it really special is that he was an even better performer, probably, in the community than he was on the court. And that says an awful lot about his character. Many of you saw him out there, and whoever didn't, it was interesting because he can be the silliest guy in the world with 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds, dress up, have a great time, and he would laugh more than they did. Or he could give a serious speech and talk to teenagers about drugs or about goals in their lives. He's a very special man, and for me it's a thrill to be part of this event, to watch that jersey be hung tonight. So let's give this moment.
Now from one great defensive player to another, you guys obviously remember this guy. 5-0, David Bowens.
Special to be able to play here. And I tell you what, as we build this team, and it took a lot of years, obviously, for us to put all the right players together. Well, obviously, one of the key players that made this thing work was Bruce. And we had a lot of defense. We needed to have a guy like Bruce came in. He was a warrior night in and night out. And have him by your side, and you know you're going to get get that intensity every night. And it's so funny because when you look at him and you talk to him, he's the nicest guy in the world. But then he get out on the court and climb in somebody's shorts and he would just irritate him. That intensity, that feistiness, that energy just rubbed off on all of us. And it made us better as a team. And his same energy that he brought on this court, he brought, as Coach Bob said, into the community. And that's why I'm proud of him as a friend, as a brother, as a man, him growing into the man that he has been. And he is what San Antonio Spurs are all about.
Now for me, fortunately, I never got to play with you. That would have been a mess every day in practice. We met one time on the court, and it's funny because Manu Ginobili has a similar story. Manu Ginobili.
All the teammates we had in this 9-10 years. We are some very lucky players that had the opportunity to play with him. I had the opportunity to go through this unbelievable road that we've been in these years. Bruce was not the guy that was going to come and score 20 points a game. He was not the one that was going to make a flashy play behind the back and no look. Or was not the guy that was going to run a pick and roll or demand anything from the coaches or teammates. But you knew he was going to be the one that had to do the toughest job, the one that nobody really looked at, that doesn't show in the stats. That was taking the challenge and looking at the eyes of his opponents, usually the best scorers in the league, and take it really personally. You could tell that guy wanted to shut down opponents. That was his goal. I learned about him on the court, his competitiveness. He didn't come to the league to make friends or give fives to every opponent in the league. He just came to compete, to win, and do his job. And that's something I really appreciate. And make me better. Because I wanted to be like that. I wanted to compete, I wanted to win. And I wanted to do what he did for the team. I wanted to do it in a different role, but I wanted to bring it every night. Sometimes it's not easy, because he did it for 82 games, 9 seasons in a row, 8 seasons in a row. I don't know, I can't even play 8 games in a row. Doesn't hurt. So, admiring him on the court, doing what he did, and besides that, admiring him on the practice facility. Every single day he was there 45 minutes before, shooting his corner threes, his right-handed layups, left-handed layups, and you come to after a game, tired, sleepy, and he was always ready, all sweat up, and working out. So that's a great example of a great goal, and I'm very, very happy, and I really respect what the franchise is doing retiring his jersey, because it's very, very well deserved. Thank you.
Thank you, Manu. Bruce, a lot of people don't know that playing defense is a not so glamorous job. And it's thankless. It really is thankless. But tonight, we get to thank you, Bruce. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Are we sure that it's up there? Where to go? All I see are white lights up there. Well,
take this time to thank my family here that have come in from California. Now, you know, we never knew that this would take place, so it's only fitting that I just acknowledge them. Thank you so much, family, for coming in. I appreciate it. Nieces and nephews, to Mr. Holt and Mrs. Holt, I thank you for the wonderful opportunity to be able to be here today. And to the great man here, Greg Popovich, who taught me, you know, to take the high road even when I didn't want to. And it's still working. He taught me also that vanilla, we think of vanilla, you know, it's a worldwide flavor, vanilla ice cream. But the special thing about vanilla ice cream, you can add to it. You can add a 50. You can add a 21. You can add a 9. You can add a little baby. So, with all that has been added, all that has been added, I think there's ching-ching, four championships here. So R.C. Buford, now, a man who does not speak loudly at all. What's it? R.C. Buford, the tremendous job he's done here. You know, R.C. doesn't know a lot of things that I've felt at times, but when we were in Africa, I remember guys looking at us, and it was something just simple. And this is what the Spurs family is about. He was letting me know that he was just leaving early. He came over, hey, I'm getting ready to get out of here, gave me a hug, and he walked away. But I remember the looks on a lot of the other people's faces as far as some guys that are in front office management, and the way they looked at us as in, wow, I wish we had that on our team. And also the fact that one time, I gotta tell this story because there was some guy one night, he was sitting behind the bench and he's talking trash and I catch wind of it. And I'm like, what are you rooting for sitting behind us talking trash? And so I looked over, I said, shut up! Next day RC says, you shouldn't do that, it doesn't look good on you. I'm kind of thinking like, you saw that RC? But again, it's all in the pop talk, it's all in the culture here. It's not about being combative out there.